When we decided to do prairie grit hunts, we want them to be real hunts. You know, everyone wants to be successful, but real hunting isn't being successful every time you go to the field. Real hunting is being cold, being hot, being wet, being frustrated.
When we started this project, the goal was always just to share the hunt and never really focus on disabilities. We wanted to show everyone watching that anything is possible. Sometimes it just takes a little grit. Wyatt is a natural hunter if I've ever seen one.
Wyatt had a rifle tag, an archery tag, 2 antelope tags for down in Wyoming. I think that was it. It was just 4 animals, wasn't it? Yeah.
Honestly, the kid's probably hunted more animals than I have. Now that I think about it, he probably should be the one showing me around.
In 2019, I killed my first buck with a crossbow.
Wyatt's 2019 buck was the first hunt we had ever done for Prairie Grit. It was Wyatt's first hunt. The 2019 crossbow hunt for the buck was one successful evening. Everything went perfect. You know, that was an awesome hunt. So going into 2020 deer season, Wyatt actually had 2 tags for North Dakota. He had his youth rifle tag and he had his archery tag. We started out archery hunting. Archery hunting is a matter of patience. You see a lot of animals. You might have animals in front of you that aren't the ones you want, but getting the right animal in front of you is a challenge.
Hey Wyatt, you like getting that camera or this light shine directly in your face?
No, not at all.
Wyatt, what happened? Had skunk.
Yeah.
The answer's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe next time?
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Palmer's got an addictive personality. I mean, that giggle, that smile, that laugh, it's infectious. Down here that first night, Wyatt was down here setting an example for him as how to shoot the crossbow. Turned out Palmer took to it very quickly. Of course, starting out, his goal was, he wanted to kill a giant buck. Closer we got the season to the first hunt, then it was just, I just want to see a deer, I just want to shoot a deer. As with most young hunters, getting that first deer is the most exciting thing that can happen. The cool part about taking Palmer out, I think the first night down behind my house was, he was as fascinated with the squirrels playing with the apples and the brightly colored red-headed woodpecker as he was seeing deer. He was out there to hunt, he was out there to see deer, but it was obvious immediately that he appreciated nature. He appreciated the other things that we were seeing out there. Yeah, I think it was the first night we had Palmer out, was the blind down behind my house. We had a nice little buck come in, plenty of daylight, comes in and crosses the fence, and all of us immediately think, this is going to happen. Everything is perfect for this situation. That little buck came in and proceeded to parade around in front of us, well within bow range, for probably 15 minutes. And would either, whenever he would stop, he wouldn't give us the right angle, or when he was at the right angle, he wouldn't stop moving. So we've got this deer, no, over and over again, till finally we end up watching this buck walk away. To Palmer's credit, you could tell he was disappointed, but at the same time he was upbeat about getting to see the buck and was excited to get to try it again.
Hey Palmer, did you get close?
What?
Did you get close today?
Yeah.
What happened?
It just didn't get close enough, and it was facing towards us, not like the head was, but it was facing, but not charging.
Maybe next time, huh?
Yeah.
That was cool.
From the very beginning, Drew wanted a real tough hunt. And to be honest, this situation might have been a be careful what you wish for.
Every time we left the pickup, Drew believed tonight was going to be the night we were going to make it happen. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, it took about 25 hunts to actually get that deer in front of Drew and to make it happen. The beauty of that was we had a lot of awesome experiences along the way. We learned a lot about each other. Drew learned a lot about hunting, got to see a lot of wonderful experiences in nature throughout the season. With the youth rifle tag, we thought that's going to be a lot easier. We're seeing deer all the time archery hunting. As we get into the youth rifle season, we think, well, this is going to be easier because now we're using a gun. And we were out several times and we just couldn't quite get the deer in front of us that we wanted. So finally one evening, I believe it was just Wyatt and I by ourselves out there, we did have a huge buck come in. Finally, he gives Wyatt a shot. He's a little bit further than we want to shoot. It's the only shot we're going to get. Wyatt takes that shot. Everything looked good. I go back and look at the film and we're not sure what happened, if he flinched, what happened, but we ended up missing. Did the very mature thing. A few days later, a season was running out and Wyatt decided if a big doe comes out, I'm going to fill that tag. I'm going to put meat in the freezer and fill that tag with a doe instead of holding out for that big buck. Really saw that patience show through when we were in Wyoming on the antelope hunt. All right, here we are for Wyatt's first antelope hunt in Wyoming. A little bit of a scramble getting in the blind this morning because his target antelope was named what?
Handlebars.
Was standing where?
In front of us.
So handlebars went over the hill and we got everything ready in the blind and got a nice decoy set out there. So we're hoping he peeks his head up over the hill and decides that decoy doesn't belong here after a while. Then it's all up to Wyatt.
Yeah.
He came out and he actually gave us like a 280-yard shot. Wyatt missed that shot. There was no disappointment. There was no hanging my head. There was no, oh, I just messed that up. It was, okay, that didn't work. We're going to make this one work. There's nothing but determination. We watched handlebars getting further and further away, and finally he stops. We range him at like 342 yards. The guy that was guiding us down there looks at me and he talks to Wyatt. He's like, can you make that shot? Wyatt's like, I think I can. And sure enough, in like a 25-mile-an-hour crosswind, Wyatt pulls off like a 342-yard shot on a beautiful antelope. It was an awesome experience. That was one hell of a shot. Oh my God.
Wyatt wrapped up an awesome season with his archery buck.
He had seen a handful of deer, does, I think maybe a spike buck or something, nothing we really wanted. And finally at last light, had spotted this buck coming in from off to the right. We're running out of light. We keep hoping, is he going to come in time? Is he going to come in on time? He's sitting there waiting, sitting and waiting. Finally, the buck gets out there. He looks back at me and I say, can you see him clearly? He says, yes, I can see him clearly. So go ahead and take the shot.
Yes!
And sure enough, you know, Wyatt being Wyatt, he makes a perfect heart shot and the deer goes like 50 yards and is done.
I think you killed him, man.
I will give everyone a hug once we find him.
Okay, perfect. I'll take one. What do you think, Wyatt?
Amazing. I'm really cold, but it's worth the wait.
Yeah.
Wyatt killed another one. Oh, I'm so excited.
And luckily you were here to record.
I know.
I don't know about getting the four-wheeler back there. Might be able to put you in the four-wheeler and let me drive and we can get back there a lot closer. You guys can just take the sled and follow the fence. I got to circle out around a little ways. Actually had an easier journey than I expected. So,
Should we go get your deer, Wyatt?
Yes,
Okay.
that would be amazing.
we'll be back in about 2 minutes. Look at that shot.
Wow, that was a great shot.
Took him forever to come in. Fading light, high stress situation, and once again Wyatt just drills him.
It's getting a little hard to see, but I still got him.
The day that Drew killed his buck it was like living in a postcard. Absolutely beautiful time to be out there to see nature. Was a very tough time to hunt. There was no wind at all. With that low hanging cloud cover, everything echoed. That evening, I think there were 2 does. The first 2 deer came out in front of us. They're 45 yards away. It is so dead quiet. Aaron's off to my left, literally just shifts slightly in his chair, and those does lock up on the blind. They know something is wrong. And we look at each other like, what the heck, this is impossible. But we're out there, it's a beautiful experience. We're gonna wait it out. We're gonna see if we can make this work. And sure enough, probably a half an hour, 45 minutes later, I see 2 deer coming in from about the same direction those does did. One of them's a good little buck. I'm like, that's a buck we want. I had Drew get in position to shoot. And at that point in time, I just leaned forward to take the safety off on the crossbow. Just the brush of my clothing, and that buck locks up on the blind at like 45 yards away. Fortunately for us, he was standing broadside at that point in time, and Drew had the crosshairs on him. Come right past you.
Okay.
God, you were one sexy camouflage burrito. That one's not making it either.
I do look like a burrito right now. That is for sure. Cannot stop shaking.
Dude, you work so freaking hard for that deer, man.
He took off running
Yeah, until he didn't.
until he's...
You don't run very far with a 2-inch hole through your lungs.
Wow.
Well, you want to go track? You want me to go get the pickup?
What do you want to do?
I don't care.
Yeah, no, man.
It's your deer, man.
Okay, let's do it.
Good job, guys.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be a long one, dude.
Look right here in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's spraying. What do you think, Drew? Did you nail him or what?
I think I got him, guys.
I found some more up here on top of the hill. I had trouble finding it past that.
One right there.
Give me a second. There's blood right here. There's gotta be a deer laying out in here.
Oh, dude,
Right there, blood.
he sprung a leak, man.
Right here.
Here?
Hey, look there. Looky there.
Holy
Nice job, dude. Tell you what, I'm gonna have you sit here and I'm gonna swing him around where you can get a look at him.
Okay.
Awesome shot, buddy.
Holy moly.
I'm gonna call this your first archery deer, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at that. We did it, Drew. A lot of hours, man. You did great.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, God.
What's up, Drusky?
We got a dead deer.
Back and wrap it on itself. Just like that. First bow tag fill.
From the moment Palmer could kind of take more of an interest in things, he has always been an outdoors little boy.
From the time Palmer was, I don't know, 3-4 years old, hunting nut.
So I should name it. It should be like right in this tree or that tree. This is 18 and that one's 19.
Palmer had the sights on the deer and took the shot and just laid a beauty of a shot on that deer.
Palmer, tell me what happened, man.
Shaking so much.
That felt like forever, didn't it? Me too, dude.
And so after waiting it out a little bit, we got out of the blind and Palmer wheeled out and we looked for the arrow, found the arrow, clean right through the deer, and started the tracking.
You see the blood? Palmer? So what we're doing is we just find
Like a tiny bit.
one spot and then we try to find the next spot.
Oh, here.
The next spot.
Oh, no, Emma,
There's the next spot. Yep. And then there's the next spot. So it kind of looks like she went like this. Right there. And then up top.
So it went up.
So shine your light in front of you.
It's
You
not.
gotta keep looking. See this here? And where's the next one?
Oh, right here.
Yep.
It's like a red. It's like a red.
There's some more. Right?
That's a lot. That's the biggest stuff.
Oh, we gotta go slowly.
Like a lot. Where?
Look at the clump stock. See, so the green is really hard. It's dark. Alright, dude. There, see?
Oh, whoa.
Got it?
In like 5 minutes, we're not even 5 minutes, we're in 5 minutes.
What do you think,
Can
man?
I get down?
Huh? Good shot.
Not too far into the corn, we saw this majestic doe laying there, and my 9-year-old son had just laid a perfect shot on this deer. And the elation that he had, that I had, that Aaron had, I'll never forget that.
Oh my gosh, Palmer! How does it feel?
I was shaking so much.
Are you?
Oh, I was.
That's so awesome!
I always shake a bow hunter's hand when they have a successful hunt. Congratulations, buddy. You did great.
Did a doe kill it? Yeah.
Very good.
It was a big one.
Killer, Palmer the killer.
What do you hold for?
Sniper.
Is that our winter sausage?
Where's the heart? Yes.
Yeah, now you're feeding the family.
Yeah.
Daddy, where's the heart?
What is like being able to do all this outdoor stuff? What does that mean to you?
It means a lot because it's not just focusing on people that don't have disabilities.
This last 2 years of hunting has just really given our entire family an extended family that we could have never have asked for. I mean, and it's just been nothing but a blessing. So just being able to see that and know that, Wyatt has a great group of people that support him is the most amazing things.
Tell me about hunting, and do you like it?
It's probably my first favorite outdoor sport.
outdoors in North Dakota is a big thing, and this is where we live, and this is the state that we love. So we hope to continue this for a long time and expose our athletes and their families to hunting, and maybe they never would have experienced it otherwise.